My name is Claire and I'm 34 years old. I'm married to a man named Ryan. He's quite a bit older than me, he's 56. We've been married for 16 years now. We have 2 daughters together. Our oldest is 17 and our youngest is just 8 months old. We used to live a quiet, simple life. Ryan went to work every day and I stayed home to run the household and raise our girls. Everything seemed fine until it wasn't. Now my life feels soaked in grief and heartbreak. One afternoon, I found out something that shattered me completely. I discovered that Ryan had another woman. I felt blindsided and the pain went straight to my core. Ryan is my husband. We had built a life together over so many years. I truly believed he loved me. I tried to approach him calmly. I asked him, "Ryan, is it true? Is there someone else?" But instead of being honest, he exploded. He shouted, "You're making a problem out of nothing." Still deep down, I knew he was hiding something from me. Later, I went through his phone looking for answers. He caught me and got even angrier. He yelled, "Why are you going through my phone? You have no right to do that." I was scared, but I needed the truth, so I checked our phone bill instead. There was one number he called almost every single day. I dialed it myself. A woman answered. She was his girlfriend. She was around my age, also married, and also had a daughter. When I asked her about the affair, she said flatly, "It's not my problem if my husband finds out." Her words stunned me. I felt completely powerless. My heart broke all over again. I told Ryan everything I had learned, hoping he'd feel some shame. Instead, he said coldly, "I'll end it when I'm ready to end it. You don't get to tell me what to do." I broke down crying. It wasn't the first time either. He had cheated once before, right after our first daughter was born, and now here he was doing it again. I was on leave from my job to care for our baby. I couldn't go back to work yet. We also had a loan on our apartment. It was in my name, but we paid it together. Soon our child benefits would run out, and we'd need Ryan's income to survive. He knew that, and he used it against me. He made sure I understood he could do whatever he wanted. He even told me he could have as many girlfriends as he pleased. Our oldest daughter tried to talk to him. She said, "Dad, this isn't right. Please, just stop." But he yelled at her too, said things that cut deep. All 3 of us felt alone and lost in our own home. Then one day, Ryan stopped coming home at night. He claimed he was working late, but I didn't believe him for a second. No calls, no texts, nothing. I would lie awake all night, sick with worry and fear. He'd come back in the morning, always irritated. He'd say, "Stop asking questions, I'm tired of this." Then he announced he wanted to take a trip. I asked if I could come along. He said he didn't want company. I felt crushed. What kind of husband leaves his wife behind like that? Around the same time, I noticed money disappearing fast. Every month there was less and less left. I asked him, "Ryan, where's all our money going?" He just said, "Don't worry about it, I've got it handled." But I couldn't let it go. I checked our bank account myself. He'd been spending on expensive dinners and gifts. That's when I understood he was spending our money on her. It left almost nothing for our daughters or our apartment. The stress made me physically sick. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. I went to see a doctor. She told me, "You need rest. Your body is under too much stress." But how was I supposed to rest? My husband had a girlfriend. We were nearly broke. I felt like my whole life had spun out of my control. Even our oldest daughter changed. She stopped smiling. She pulled away from her friends. She felt ashamed of her own father. Our baby was too little to understand any of it, but I feared for what her future would look like. I wanted her to grow up in a happy home, but ours felt completely broken now. I opened up to my closest friend. She told me, "Maybe it's time to leave Ryan." But I felt trapped. I had no job. I couldn't raise 2 girls on my own. My family told me to stay strong. They said, "Maybe he'll change." But I wasn't so sure anymore. I was terrified he would always choose her over us. I felt so weak, and yet some part of me still loved Ryan. I wanted him back. I wanted him to remember the family we had built. He had been lying to me from the very start. I married him without ever knowing the truth about who he really was. If I had known, maybe I never would have said yes. In the beginning, he seemed so gentle and loving. We met at a wedding. I saw him standing alone. He didn't say a word to me that night, but 2 days later he messaged me. He wrote, "I saw you at the wedding. You looked beautiful. I want to marry you." I was surprised, but curious too. We talked for 2 straight days. He was sweet and kind. Then he asked me to marry him. He said, "You're the one for me. I want you to be the mother of my children." I believed every word. We got married fast. It was a small wedding. At first, he treated me wonderfully. He brought me gifts, said sweet things, made me smile constantly. But after just 1 month, everything shifted. He started hiding his phone, sending secret messages to someone. I asked, "Who are you texting?" He said it was just a friend. I trusted him completely. Time passed. We had children. I thought we were a happy family, but he started coming home late and stopped spending time with me. One night he left his phone on the table. I opened it. I found messages to another woman. He called her my love and my everything. I broke down crying. He had never once said those words to me. He gave her gifts too. I felt utterly erased. I actually knew the woman. She lived in our town. She was older than Ryan, had 3 kids of her own, and her husband worked overseas. Ryan had known her before we ever got married. He kept seeing her even after our wedding. He gave her money and treated her kids like they were his own. I felt invisible in my own marriage. I showed Ryan the messages. He said, "I'm sorry, I made a mistake." He begged for forgiveness, asked for another chance. For the sake of our children, I said yes. I wanted so badly to believe he'd change, but within 2 months it started all over again. The secret messages came back. One day I saw them together in his car. He was still cheating. He came home and said, "I'm sorry, you're the best wife I could ask for, please forgive me." But by then I had truly had enough. I decided I wouldn't listen to anyone else's opinion anymore. I would follow my own heart. I chose to file for divorce. I wanted peace. I wanted to finally feel free, so I left him. I moved abroad for work, leaving my daughters in the care of my parents. Life hasn't been easy since, but I don't regret my choice for a second. I'm strong now. I made the decision that protected both myself and my children.